This changes everything. A secret love confession from Jungkook that shook the world. No countdown. No live broadcast from a grand stage. No official teaser. Yet that night, the world witnessed a moment far more powerful than any of Jungkook's chart-topping achievements. A 5-minute video, uploaded without a title, without background music, only voices and hearts speaking. "I want to be honest," he said, softly yet firmly. That opening sentence stopped millions of breaths at once. What he revealed afterward wasn't just shocking. It changed everything. A confession of love. 2 words that often sound sweet and light in the entertainment industry, but when uttered by an idol of Jungkook's caliber, a global icon from BTS, those 2 words became an emotional explosion that shook the entertainment world, the fan community, and even the mainstream media. But this wasn't just a confession. It was a release. Not to the public, but to someone unnamed and perhaps someone who might never be present again. "He's nobody to the world," Jungkook said, his voice trembling. "But he's everything to me." In an era where celebrity privacy is almost non-existent, the courage to reveal feelings without mentioning identities is an evasion. It's the highest form of honesty cloaked in loyalty. Questions arose. Who is he? Is this love a part of an irreparable past? Has he gone forever? Or does he live in silence, watching the world greet Jungkook every day while he can only reminisce from afar? Netizens began dissecting every line of Jungkook's songs released since his solo debut. "Still With You" is no longer a lullaby. It became an elegy, an unsent letter to an unnamed soul. The lyrics in "My You" and "Standing Next to You" were reinterpreted by fans as part of a love story hidden all this time. Thousands of forum threads, fan theories, and music analyses emerged just to answer one question: who made Jungkook cry silently behind the spotlight? Surprisingly, management remained silent. Hybe didn't release an official statement. Other BTS members didn't comment. However, small gestures like Jimin being caught on camera playing the video in his waiting room, or taehyung placing white flowers on his mic stand during a concert, became silent languages confirming the depth of the moment's meaning. But the world truly stopped when, in his solo concert in Tokyo, Jungkook sang a previously unreleased song, "The Door I Never Closed." No grand arrangement, just a piano and a voice breaking with emotion. The song was a continued confession, an open letter, and an unfinished farewell. In it, he mentioned, "I'm still keeping the lights on." As if someone could still come home. One of the most striking things since the confession is the change in Jungkook's approach to music. He no longer performs to amaze, but to convey. There are pauses between lyrics. There are vacant stares at the stage ceiling. There are long embraces of the microphone, as if it were the only communication channel with someone he can no longer address. His music has become deeper, even spiritual. And the public, for some reason, didn't just listen. They felt it too. Most touching is the emergence of a new symbol at each of his concerts: an empty chair in the front row, surrounded by white ropes, adorned with origami flowers. Never occupied, never mentioned. But everyone knows the chair isn't empty. It belongs to someone. Someone who once lived in Jungkook's heart and now lives in his songs. The interactive art project Echoes of You was then launched. Not just as a memorabilia gallery, but as a space of mourning and tribute. In it, visitors didn't just see objects, but heard whispers. Jungkook's heartbeat while writing, his breath while composing lyrics, and one sentence constantly repeated at the end of the room: "Have you ever loved so deeply that you couldn't even mention their name?" That question wasn't just moving, but tore through the deepest layers of anyone who had ever kept love silent. Jungkook didn't sell his wounds, but shared them as an act of courage. He refused to immortalize that love in an album, but he let the world feel it through every note, every whisper, every pause in his concerts. When interviewed by a Japanese magazine, he avoided details. But when asked if you could talk to him again, what would you say? Jungkook simply replied, "I still have an empty seat for you." That answer shocked the world more than anything. Fans didn't just support, but participated in a collective ritual of love and loss. At every concert, they held up heart cards that read, You may not be in our world, but you live in the song. Now, every song Jungkook performs isn't just a work of art. It's a record of a soul. Those songs became a bridge between the world and memories, between reality and inexpressible feelings. His music is no longer just a medium of expression, but an altar for a love that never dies. Jungkook may never have named that person. The world may never know who he is. But that's precisely why that love becomes eternal. Not possessed, not demanded, only lived. And when the concert ends, when the stage lights go out and the cheers subside, Jungkook walks to the empty chair. He bows his head, smiles slightly, and whispers something inaudible to anyone. But we know, in that silence, love is speaking. However, behind all the thrilling silence and emotionally palpable moments, an unavoidable question arises. Did all this really happen? Or is this just part of a systematically constructed narrative, a script of emotions designed to shake the world to elevate one's image or gain global sympathy? With the virality of Jungkook's secret love confession video across platforms like TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter, a surge of public reaction was inevitable. Thousands of fan accounts analyzed his facial expressions, his intonation, even his breaths, all in an attempt to prove that this was a genuine, sincere, and unfabricated moment. But let's honestly ask, how far can we, as viewers, distinguish between honesty and a curated narrative? This question isn't meant to belittle or doubt anyone's feelings, including Jungkook's. However, in a digital age that spreads information so rapidly, do we still have room to filter, analyze, and confirm the truth of the information that floods our emotions? Was the video truly spontaneous, or was it produced with full awareness of the viral effect it would have? The fact that there's no official clarification from hybe opens two possibilities. First, this is a personal moment that doesn't want to be commercialized or exaggerated. Or second, it's part of a silent communication strategy that actually amplifies its emotional impact. Then, if this is indeed part of a media maneuver, are we, viewers and fans, just passive spectators in a drama we don't realize we're playing? We weren't present in the room where the video was recorded. We didn't see who was behind the camera. This circulating information comes from video snippets, social media user speculation, and the emotional interpretations of fans. This means that the truth we consume today isn't the whole truth, but fragments that have been deformed by algorithms, personal perceptions, and collective expectations. So, let's reflect together. Are we experiencing reality? Or are we simply absorbing the narrative we want to believe because it feels beautiful and moving? It's important for all of us, fans, music lovers, and the wider public, not to become emotional victims of sensation. We need to continue honing our critical thinking skills, questioning information sources, considering context, and understanding the motives behind message delivery. Because in the viral age, the easiest thing to sacrifice is the truth. We invite you to share your opinions. Respond with open hearts, but vigilant minds. Write your reflections. Do you think this confession is a genuine moment from Jungkook's heart? Or is this just part of a larger narrative that we consume unconsciously? And if it's truly fabricated, what makes us so easily touched by it? Thank you for watching. Let's discuss wisely. Because love, even if it can't be named, shouldn't blind reason.